Hi everyone, it's Miho from Sakura Bakery. Today I'm making a popular Japanese sweet bun melon-pan. The ingredients include strong bread flour, sugar, yeast, salt, butter, milk, and water. Additionally, we will need ingredients for the cookie dough. Pour the liquid on the yeast to activate it well. And then mix with a spatula. You can also use spoon or fork. Let's start by thoroughly mixing all the ingredients. Once combined, knead the dough on a work surface. Make sure to scrape any remaining dough from the spatula and also from the bowl. It's easier if you use the round side of the dough cutter to scrape the bowl, like this. I hold the dough cutter in my left hand because I'm right-handed. Then I use my right hand to knead the dough. I press down hard with the heel of my hands and my body weight to make the dough nice and smooth. You can press harder than you think if you want the dough to be extra fluffy when it's baked. Flip over and turn over the dough, then knead it thoroughly all over. Once the dough has roughly come together, it's time to give a good slam. Hook the dough from the side and slam it down. Hook the dough and slam it like you are throwing a ball. This makes the gluten structure stronger, and when it's baked, your bread will become very fluffy and very soft. So this is very important part of the kneading. Now, check the gluten structure. Stretch the dough thinly. If it tears when stretched thin, the gluten structure has not formed yet. So, let's knead the dough again, turning the dough each time to knead evenly. But you may notice from this video, the dough is much smoother and silkier compared to the dough from the beginning. I am rolling the dough into a large bowl to prepare for the next step. Now, let's try the alphabet V kneading technique. Cover the dough with both hands and rolling it like a letter V to the right, to the left, right, left, right, left. This is kind of exercising. Then, let's check the gluten structure again. This time, the dough doesn't tear easily and can be stretched thinly. It means the gluten structure is well made. Now, roll the dough into a large bowl again, using the side of both hands in a clockwise motion. Repeat this process. Using the side of your hand near the pinky finger, scoop up the dough from the bottom and roll it into a ball. Then close the bottom seam tightly and press it in a bowl for the first fermentation. Cover the bowl with a lid or some cling film and let's move on to the fermentation. During this time, prepare the cookie dough for the bun's tops. Knead the butter thoroughly and then add sugar and mix well with a whisk. Gradually add pre-mixed eggs into parts to prevent separation. Once it gets smooth, add vanilla essence. Now add sifted flour and mix well with a spatula. Place the cookie dough on cling film or baking paper to prevent drying, and make sure to scrape all the cookie dough from the spatula and also from the bowl. Now wrap it up and let it rest until the first fermentation is complete. Now, check the fermentation status by poking the center of the dough with floured finger. If it doesn't stick, fermentation is complete. Release the extra gas with your fist. Take the dough out of the bowl and put it on the work surface. Again, make sure to collect all the dough from the bowl. I want to bake 6 melon pans today, so let's divide the dough into 6 equal pieces. Pulling or stretching can damage the gluten, so cut the dough all the way down using a dough cutter or knife. Then, create small round balls from each. Cover them with some cling film. I'll show you 3 shaping methods today. Place the dough on your left hand, use the pinky side of your right hand, and roll the dough into a ball, rotating it clockwise. Can you see the bubble? The yeast is working really hard. Close the seam tightly to keep the gas inside. The second method is to use the palm of your hand and the work surface to roll the dough into a ball. Keep rolling, rolling like this, and make sure to close the seam tightly as well. Set your fingers like this and use your palm and roll it to clockwise, rolling, rolling, and close the seam. The last method is the easiest one. Halve the dough, and halve the dough, rotate, halve the dough. And also make sure to close the seam and put it underneath of the cling film. Let the dough rest under the cling film for about 10 minutes. In the meantime, take out the cookie dough from the refrigerator to proceed with the next step. Unwrap the cling film and divide it into 6 portions. And then roll them into small balls. And then prepare granulated sugar in a small bowl for decoration. Now, let's move on to the final shape. We need some space for the shaping, so move the cookie dough to the side. Take one bowl of the cookie dough, sandwich the cookie dough between plastic wrap, and then press it flat with a dough cutter. Spread it out into a round shape with a diameter of about 30 centimeters or about your palm size. Remove the top cling film and place a ball of the bread dough on the top. Make sure to remove the extra gas from the bread dough, and then re-roll it into a ball again. Place the bread dough in the center of the cookie dough and flip it over, covering the bread dough with a cookie dough. Hold the bottom of the bread dough and dip it into a bowl of sugar to coat it with granulated sugar for decoration. Press it on the work surface with a cookie dough on top and score it with a dough cutter or a knife. Please be careful not to cut the bread dough. Let's try doing one more. Take one ball of the cookie dough and press it between two layers of cling film and press it down with a dough cutter, about 30 centimeters or palm size, and remove the extra gas from the bread dough and roll it into a ball again and put it on the cookie dough. Make sure to close the seam and put it on the cookie dough. Cover the bread dough with a cookie dough and make a small ball. Close the seam of the bread dough and dip into a bowl of the granulated sugar. Press it on the work surface with a cookie dough on top and score it with a dough cutter or a knife. And move it onto the baking tray. Repeat for the other doughs. Cover the dough with a cling film or a baking paper to prevent it from drying out. And I also usually put a wet tea towel on the top of the cling film. And let's move on to the second fermentation. Let's check the fermentation status of the bread. The dough has risen to about 1.5 times bigger in the original size. It's time to bake in the oven. Freshly baked melon pans are incredibly delicious.
Yummy.
I hope you can give it a try.
Yummy.
Thank you very much for watching this YouTube channel. See you next time. Bye.